Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gate City Voice Box. I'm Chris Ross. By my side is the one and only Brooklyn Connect, T. Smith. What's happening, T?
What's good with you, bro?
Hey, bro. Everything is all good, family. Everything is all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been an interesting week.
For sure.
Weekend.
For sure. Yeah. Happy birthday, man.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
celebrated. You celebrated. You in the 50 club, bro.
15. 15 all over.
Oh, man. Yeah, for sure. For sure, man.
Crazy.
Sure.
But yeah, nah, I ain't do much on my birthday, man. I just shout out to all the Libras, Libra Nation.
Right on, right on. I celebrated with my son. He had
That's right. His birthday was after mine or before.
Yeah, his birthday. Yep, sure was. So he played football. He had a football game Saturday.
Okay.
And they won. So shout out to them. They won. It was pretty dope, man, to watch him once again out there playing ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's pretty cool. So my weekend was that, and yeah, man, it was just dope. I had a great weekend, man. It's you know what, man? It's just good to be alive, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just good to be alive, man. You know what I'm saying? My body ain't cold. It's warm as hell, you know?
Yeah, man. Everything we here, we talking on the mic, we doing like it's always a great day.
All
right.
And listen, we're sending prayers out to the folks out in Asheville. Want to make sure we continue to keep them in prayers as we prepare for this next hurricane that's coming through Florida.
Yeah.
Once again, so we're keeping them in prayers. But hey, listen, before we get deep into it, man, let's go ahead and bring in our guy, hip-hop entrepreneur, Will Smith. What's happening, Will?
Yo, what's up, fellas? What's going on, man?
Hey, man, chilling, bro. How you, man?
I'm good, man. Hey, bro, I'm just happy to be here, man. A lot of folks right in North Carolina hurting right now, bro, you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
Real talk. T, what up with that birthday? What that birthday look like?
Laid back, man. I'm 51. I ain't do shit.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir. Now y'all in the 50 club.
I always heard, they always say after 50 is like you don't really care, and it's the truth, man. Because it was like a day before my birthday, and I still forgot about it.
Right, it'd be like that, man.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, I was very focused, wanted to do something specific that day, but 51.
Yeah.
I don't like this countdown no more.
Yeah.
I feel you, right?
It's like every number.
I count down real later.
Man, what? What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah.
And I don't know about y'all, man, but do you find yourselves going to bed early?
Man, look here. I got to the point I'm scared to go to the movies if I had a matinee.
Bro, that's what I was just about to bring up, bro. I've fallen asleep in the matinee, man, and be snoring like hell, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's probably the best sleep in the world, too, that you get. You know?
Yeah. And then you wake up at the end of the movie like you're going to sing something.
Facts, bro. Facts.
And I'm peeing more.
Boy, we ain't gonna even talk about the pissing situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I can get it.
Bro, them days, listen, man. I remember, bro, I used to could hold it for a long period of time, bro. When I'm in the car, I'm like, we stopping right now.
Bro, I ain't doing none of that.
Yeah.
None of that.
Hey, bro, I think it should be necessary for every man to have a piss bottle in his car. In the event that he cannot pull over. Because, bro, at 50, when it press in, bro, it press in.
And look,
get home.
And bro, you know my bad situation. When I tell you I gotta go.
Yeah, that wait until you get her home is more.
I'm going big.
Hey, for sure. You know, Will, as we're talking about being 50 and our love for hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Just our love for hip hop. We grew up 90s babies, 80s, that's our era. But man, we kind of wanted you to check this out. And just listen to it, and then we'll transition and continue to talk about hip hop a little more. And I know this is a topic for you and T especially, because you guys have been intertwined with the culture, whether you're doing music and whether or not you're actually right there with the culture, during those times where like some of the greatest things were happening within hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So we got this right here. So we want to just kind of, T, go ahead, run it for him, man. Run it for him.
All right, coming soon on VoiceBox Records.
Okay. All right. Now what got here?
Let me do this. I'm gonna play a little bit of it, and we're not gonna play the whole song. But I'm gonna play a little bit, and then let me tell me what you think. All right.
Welcome to the gate city, Greensboro, Triad, North Carolina, stand up, Chris Ross, T. Smith, let's go. The gate city, VoiceBox, the vibe is live. Chris and T. Smith, bring the real tribes on the rock. Greensboro's in the building, MC, repping strong hip hop in the heart where the culture belongs. The gate city, VoiceBox, the vibe is live. Chris and T. Smith, bring the real tribes on the rock. Greensboro's in the building, MC, repping strong hip hop in the heart where the culture belongs. From the
First verse.
where the streets come alive. Hip hop's in the veins, man, it's how we survive. Chris and T. Smith on the mic, dropping knowledge and heat. Every bar, every beat, man, we stay on repeat. North Cat in the house, Triad always in view.
North Cat!
Like the pros always do. We talk like we talk.
You know?
Every album's a jam. From the block to the book, we keep it real with them. Triad, roots deep, culture thick in the air. From Raleigh to Charlotte, we bringing it everywhere. The VoiceBox, baby, where the real ones meet. Get ready for the ride, feel that boom back beat. The gate city, VoiceBox, the vibe is live. Chris and T. Smith, bring the real tribes of the rock.
I know. Boy, I was about to say, hey.
I ain't over there.
Yeah.
What you thought about that though?
It take me back, man. I remember opening shows for Salt and Pepper, man. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
All of that you just heard was AI.
Every bit of it. Yes.
Hold on. Look at him. Hold on.
AI,
Give me
bro.
a minute.
Go ahead, take a sip. Take a sip.
From the lyrics.
I'm gonna take one with you, okay? I understand.
So like I wanted you to hear that because you as an MC, I just want to get your take on like
Hey, bro.
You know how long it took me to all right, let me even ask you this question. As an MC making a track, how long would it have took you to make that track?
Well, for me, I'm a writer, so I can write a song in a day.
Okay.
So you need a day to like kind of get your thoughts together, write the song, conceptualize and all that.
Yeah,
and then the producer might have had to lay some tracks, play with some beats and all that before he came up.
So let's say 2 hours. I just recorded a track Sunday night. The track was already, the lyrics was already ready. So we had a 2-hour session, him mixing and mastering and all that. Yeah.
We ain't even talk about mixing, but so you know how long that took me to make?
How long?
30 seconds.
All right, look at him. Let me tell you.
So listen, from conception in my brain to having a final track that I can try and get my publishing on now, and we're gonna put that out on VoiceBox Records in the 2 5s.
For sure.
Okay, that's cool. But let me look at him.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm a writer. I am a writer.
Okay. Wait, hold on.
That's scary and that's dangerous all at the same time.
I'm gonna even tell you how funky it is. We have versions.
We have versions of it, bro.
What?
Chris and T. Smith bring the real triads on the rise. Greensboro's in the building. NC rapping strong. Hip hop in the heart where the culture belongs. Welcome to the Gate City VoiceBox. The vibe is
Hey.
live. Bring the real triads on the rise. Greensboro's in the building. NC rapping strong. Hip hop in the heart where the culture belongs. From the streets of GSO to the Triad scene.
I know, man. It's crazy,
Hey,
right?
man. That's dope, but that shit ain't right, bro.
Oh, this is hard right here. Look, listen.
Listen to this one right here, Will.
You know, some Griselda shit.
Started in the Bronx, 73, a spark. Who heard had the jam in the streets with a pump. MCs on the mic, breaking to the beat. Graffiti on the wall, DJs running the heat. The movement grew strong from the underground. Knowledge in the mix, the real truth profound. 5 elements emerged, the culture took flight. MC and DJ and breaking graffiti in the knowledge light. What about the lens?
Yeah,
Bro,
man.
Bro,
Yeah.
let me tell you something.
I just gave you a EP of music.
Absolutely.
Probably took me all of 2 minutes to make.
2, bro.
That ain't fair, man. Shit ain't right.
And this shit was hot.
It's hot as hell.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
That shit ain't right, man.
And we ain't even gonna get a copyright strike because it's ours.
Absolutely. We won't even get it, bro. I know, man. It's crazy out here.
So, like, what's your take on that, man? Where is this? What does this mean for MCs?
Yes.
What does it mean for producers?
Period.
For me, as an artist, man, and you know, and we have a popular studio here in the city, Digital Lab Recordings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that shit right there gonna hurt some people, man.
Oh, definitely.
You know, and at the end of the day, damn. You don't even have to be talented to put music out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So what that does is it gives the industry a foolproof way not to even deal with artists anymore, period.
Oh, absolutely.
We just putting out music. And we can make it sound like anybody we want to sound like.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody.
That's some scary shit.
That's why we're
scary.
on all the labels right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you know, I don't know if you guys saw the conversation that Steve Stout had not too long ago about his platform that he's created to empower artists. I just can't think of the name of that platform.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder how he's working with this. I can't think of the name of that platform, but it's a genius idea to do
United
that.
Masters or something. United Masters, I want to say.
You know what? I think you're right.
United
Masters. Yes. So to see how artists are winning, all they do is upload, do their thing, and the rest is on them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally putting you in position to make it, especially when you have somebody like Steve Stout who is who's, you know, who's spearheading this this whole movement of what he's doing. And dude, it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. It empowers. I mean, they're doing it anyway, but if you got some structure behind it, you know what I'm saying? It can be very, very empowering for the artist. So I think it's kind of good and bad. The scary thing to what Will is saying, I guess to all of what we all are saying, is how this is going to affect true artists in a sense, because that means that I don't know how to rap. I love the culture though. I embrace it, but just like T created that, I could sit down and create something and come up with it and put it right in, and then boom, I have a hit record, you know, a hit EP or whatever that can reach the masses. It's scary, right?
Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy, man. That's real heavy. So let's transition, man. Let's try to this is a great segue. Let me say that. It's a great segue for us to continue to talk about hip hop and what we see happening with the resurgence of this evolution, this renaissance, this renaissance, with LL Cool J and MC Light.
Light's album.
It's crazy, man. I was just sitting here and, you know, when I was watching their videos earlier, man, like bro, when I was looking at Murdergram Deluxe with Eminem and LL Cool J, you know, just that intro alone with him standing there with that whole vintage look of him on which album cover was that? Was that
not the
radio
Panther.
That was Pam. No, wait a minute.
No. What which one was it?
I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
Boy, that 50-year-old mind, bro.
That was on
no, when he was standing on the Audi.
When he was standing on the Audi.
Yes.
Yeah,
now which album was that though?
I know. You would think we would have known it.
You would think we would know that, right?
It was Down Bad, right? That was Down Bad album, right?
I think it was a bad album.
That was a bad album because he had the Panther on the front of the bad album. Remember?
Yes, yes.
The Panther,
and it was the wrought iron fence was behind it.
There it is. So yeah, that was a bad album. And actually, he did that in the intro of that video.
I'm saying,
yeah. So it was fire. And you know, I know we give a lot of flack. I know the hip hop community can be diabolical when it comes to, you know, white cats being a part of this hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? I know that it can be brutal, but we got to remember third base. You know what I'm saying? there are certain ones that we have to kind of, MC Search, like, we got to remember, like, the part that they played within hip hop to really understand Eminem in a sense. It's almost like you got to go back a little bit when you think about the Beastie Boys and you think about, when you think about that whole movement, you know what I'm saying? We saw the white MCs come in and they were holding their own. You know, certain ones were holding their own.
Well, you know, third base was behind the scenes, man, doing a lot of production for a lot of rappers, though.
Exactly.
Search was putting in work, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, he was, man. He was, and he was a big help to Nas, based off of he set him up to succeed, really.
Yeah,
with his publishing. So
Search was here.
And so one of the things that I saw in that video that made me understand Eminem, him understanding the culture, is the t-shirt he had on, the Big Daddy Kane t-shirt, and him flexing with it, like, and then he gave homage to him in that bar that he said, you know, so it was fire, bro. So I'm like that dude, he understand, he understand, you know.
Yo, can I add to that too?
Sure, come on with it.
So I actually work with Kane on a doc that he's doing. I'm not even gonna say the name of it, but it's a doc that he's doing on lyricism, and he has Eminem in it. So I was able to watch, a conversation him and M had, and I got a lot of respect for M.
Yeah,
he truly does. I'm not the biggest Eminem fan, but
I get it.
I get it.
But I'm, I never disregard his legend or his status in the game.
Sure.
I just never resonated with the content of his lyrics. But with that being said, he still truly is an MC. Before he really came out, I remember he was hanging in Jersey with these dudes called the Outsiders.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Rod Digger and all of them.
Oh man.
Like
Big up to Rod. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's been in the hood before he even came out. I think when he got with Dre and him, he went a little more commercial, surprisingly, than he really was. But it worked for them, and they did what they did. He got the career. I just never resonated with his music, but like I said, I would never disregard him.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree with you on that, though. I feel the same way. I mean, I'm not mad at my baby mama, and I don't want to kill her. I don't want to put her in the back trunk. I mean, so it's different. Go ahead, Will.
For me as an artist, man, to see him come along with Dre the way he did, it was exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It was something new. It was something different. And see this boy come from the ashes, you know what I'm saying? And it was exciting for me. But after his first debut with Dre, I kind of fell back from that because, you get to talking about suicide and killing and drug use, and that's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? But he does, his wordplay is amazing. I will give him that.
Amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Like being, an elder statesman, MC per se, you know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about like LL coming out? LL's album is dope. I've been sitting there listening to that for the last 2-3 weeks. I listened to Light's album the other day. He had a couple of joints on there. I mean, generally, it's not the same. But
I am ecstatic to see them coming back, bro, because I gritted my teeth with them cats, man. I open shows to them cats in Greensboro, in New York, in Raleigh, in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? I had opportunity to stand on stage, not with them, but before them. So their legacy helped to create my growth, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying?
Makes a lot of sense.
I miss hip hop so much. You know, in my music, I'm new, but I always go back to hip hop because hip hop is where it started, man. And they have took our hip hop and twisted it into something that it was never intended for. So I'm excited to see the old come back. You know, big goes to Rakim. I love you, Rakim. Rakim put me, made me grab a microphone. You know, but yeah, man, I'm excited about it, and I support L and Light, like the MC, man. Light is a rock, man. Within hardest stuff ever put out there, boy.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch each one of them evolve too. Till now, the bars that they're spitting, they match where we are in life. They match. They match. You even hear, what's that Saturday Night Special with him, Fat Joe, and Rick Ross.
One of my favorite joints on that album.
Yeah.
This is all right.
Man, that shit screams hip hop.
So are we in this place where now like 50-year-old rappers can come out for the first time and just be artists, not be worried about, you know what I mean? Like this is a young man's game and only trying to content. So is this truly adult contemporary hip hop, or what is categorized?
This is our music. See, for so long, if you think about it, in the last 20 years, we haven't had any of our own music. So now for artists as myself, I've made music for me to listen to because that's what I like. But as for our age bracket, there is no music for us. What happened to the scene when we had dance hall, reggae, and Shabba Ranks and Patra and things like that? That's a lost music, man. Our music was lost, man.
Shabba Ranks, man.
What?
Yeah.
Boy, look at it.
Maxi B. I was a huge Maxi B fan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, Maxi.
But that art of that, I was afraid that it was never going to come back. But one thing I said, and this is not to downplay Diddy's situation or whatever, you know, I pray that bro can find his way back and get things in order, man. But I said, if all of Hollywood is going away, they ain't gonna have no choice but to go back to real hip hop music, bro.
Yeah. And you know what? I meant to say Maxi Priest. It was Maxi Priest and Shabba, not Maxi B's. I'm thinking about the
Maxi
clothing store.
That's all.
I was thinking about the clothing store, man. My bad, bro.
Yeah, man, lying all of look, boy.
Maxi Priest, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it's beautiful, man. Even with me listening to MC Light's Make a Living and Thank You God, it was like so her. Like there was just really nothing that she really had to do. I saw where she add elements of even the new generation in there. It was a soft, show like, yo, I get it, but this is where you got it from. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I get it. We with you. We riding with you. But this is where you got this from, though. So it's actually beautiful to watch, and hopefully the younger generation can understand why they are legends, why they are in the positions that they're in. Because think about it, their music is, I mean, it's forever.
Right.
I still listen. I'm still in 80s and 90s bag when I listen to hip hop. You know, I was listening to Q-Tip the other day, and I was like, whoa. You know, I was just, you know, even when he went solo, bro, like,
it's so was hype.
Solo shit was hype, man. You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
vibrant thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, and his acting ability as well as LL Cool J is crazy. Latifah. I mean, LL Cool J was probably one of the first ones to have a sitcom. Am I correct? Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, though.
Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince.
No, I think Will Smith was. Will Smith was.
Okay, so Will Smith was first. Okay. My bad. Let me.
Will Smith would know about Will Smith.
Will Smith. Put some respect on that.
Hey, look at here.
Don't understand. Hey, I got you.
Him and Jeff was my guys back in the day. I don't care what's going on right now. Back then, he was it.
Hey, you know. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I get it. And let me tell you something. Will Smith's DJ was crazy.
What?
Underrated.
Jazzy Jeff is world-renowned.
Look,
world-renowned.
Earl and Terminator X. Yeah, you know, Earl was L's DJ.
Yeah. So this is beautiful, man. And we're gonna this is a great segue to kind of talk about a little bit about the beauty of seeing the St. Lunatics kind of like getting back on stage with each other. I thought that was dope. I think that's necessary for hip hop because St. Louis has played a huge part within the culture of hip hop. And I just thought it was beautiful to see them get together on the American, what's that, the Music Awards? American Music Awards.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I watched it. When I saw the mask of the dancer, you know, he had on like the one mask, I was like, yo, they even brought the dancer back. So there was like this excitement, like, you know, brother's gonna work it out. You know, we gonna work it out, brother. We gonna work it out, whatever it is. And I won't speak on it because I don't know nothing about that. But you know, it was just good to see them back together again, just working it out. And I wish we could see that across the board in hip hop, where we see groups have broke up and we're like, dang, I wish they could just like come back together again. And just,
you know, I would love to see one of the dopest collabs, man, ever. If Andre 3000 and Big Boy
and Big, came
back here one more time, bro.
Man, it'd be so nice, man.
Yeah.
So like that ties into what Andre 3000 said. He was like, yo, what am I gonna rap about at 48 or whatever age when he made that statement? He was like, what am I gonna rap about? And I'm like, that's why I'm like, it's dope that LL is out doing his thing and Light is out doing their thing. Like it's still stuff about, you know what I mean? Like help us in our age.
Man, as an artist, you know, I'm an artist myself. I don't have the fame they have, but I beg to differ with this statement because you rap about your evolution. You rap about your growth. One of the people that I follow and I love to death is Scarface, man. You know, Face rap about heaven, hell, streets, dope.
Yeah, he did.
Family life.
Yeah, he did.
But I kind of do the same thing because whatever you talk about, somebody else going through the same thing, and they might need that word to help them get through it. You know?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because when you in the trenches, man, you come out the trenches, somebody else look at you and like, man, if he can do it, I can too, bro.
Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more from the Gate City VoiceBox. We got to pay some bills. Ready for a popcorn adventure? Popcorn Remix is more than just a snack. It's an experience. With over 50 bold and unique flavors like king crab legs, hot wings, and lemon pepper, and Charlene's banana pudding, every bite is a burst of culinary creativity. Founded by entrepreneurs Ryan Richmond and Greg Bowman, Popcorn Remix turns life's toughest moments into something sweet. Visit their Conyers, Georgia store or order online at popcornremix.com and explore flavors you've never imagined. That's popcornremix.com, where every kernel tells a story. Teachers and parents, are you ready to empower your students to become stronger writers? Check out Rethinking Writing One Word at a Time by Sheila Beverly, a workbook that's been praised by educators for its innovative approach to teaching grammar and writing. Dr. Daryl Morris calls it a motivational hook that helps students get their ideas down on paper, and other teachers rave about its hands-on tools like the Grammar Bubble manipulative toy to make learning fun. Perfect for classrooms or home learning. Get your copy now on Amazon and watch your students' writing skills shine. All right, welcome back to the Gay City Voice Box. And listen, we're gonna transcend and keep this thing moving. And listen, we're gonna talk about a little bit about gentrification, but before we get into like the gentrification piece of this conversation, let's talk about the Greensboro Coliseum name change. I know me and it's First Horizon Coliseum now. I can honestly say, being from Winston-Salem, myself and Will, we both experienced seeing the War Memorial change to the Lawrence Joel. In that situation, I felt like gentrification was a plus for us.
Yes.
I have to give Winston-Salem his props to when I spoke to Ninth Wonder during the International Black Theater Festival. He was speaking a little bit to that, and he was like, this is one of the blackest cities ever. Winston-Salem has to be one of the blackest cities ever. So when he made that point, I automatically thought about them making the decision to change the name to Lawrence Joel, he was the first African American. What was that, Will, that he did? He won. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. He won an honorable award. So yeah, crazy.
They have.
Go ahead, T. Go ahead, T.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, so that was a stadium that you guys are talking about.
It's familiar. I know you're not. Go ahead, Will. Go ahead, jump in, Will.
And over time, I will say that as a native of Winston-Salem, as well as an employee of Winston-Salem over 20 years, they have grown to be one of the blackest cities I know of.
Okay.
I've traveled to a lot of places, and even being employed, they employ a large, very, very large number of black people, man. So it's
in government.
Yes, in government, yes, city government, yes.
Yes.
And you have a lot of black leaders here in the city as well.
Yeah, absolutely you do.
And black millionaires.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, some of y'all bring some of that money out here. Come on. VoiceBox.
Right.
Okay, so let me put some respect on Mr. Lawrence Joel. In February 1986, the Winston-Salem Board of Aldermen voted to name the city's new arena Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum in honor of Joel and all of the Forsyth County veterans who died in service to our country. Joel, who is a native of Winston-Salem, who has been awarded the Medal of Honor, the nation's highest combat award, and was the first African American to receive the award since the Spanish-American War. So I wanted to make sure that I made that bullet point and brought that out because we got to put some respect on that. He's the first American, African American. So to our point, as we're talking about gentrification and name changing, gentrification can be a difficult thing to look at. You have policy interventions like urban redevelopment ventures, right? That's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, what comes along with that is tax incentives, which contribute to evolving landscapes, right? So as I was doing my research on this, I was looking at, how it affects. So, of course, we know displacement, we know high rent. And when I say displacements, they basically just move them out with no plan in place for them to succeed or thrive in, in an environment that is thriving. It's crazy. But I even looked up some of the cities. So you got San Francisco, you got New York, which T can speak to. And one of the things I want you to speak to, T, is the Brooklyn area, because that's where you're from. And it talked a little bit about East Village and the Williamsburg, Williamsburg area. I guess I'm right. I guess if I'm wrong, you correct me on that. If you would kind of speak to that, and then we'll bring it back in, and then I'll let Will come in and kind of talk about the Trey Foe in Winston-Salem and what we've seen happen in that area, but also give some props to Winston-Salem about what they've implemented too. Because Will works in city, he really can speak to that. I know because I'm from there, but Will is right there within the government sector. So go ahead, T.
So, I mean, it was a point that y'all was talking about, that this y'all stadium in Winston-Salem was named after a local legendary figure, per se. So there's still an element that's different than what seems like the Greensboro Coliseum thing is. That's a name change because of a corporation paying for what's happening in Greensboro. That's what's it, First Horizon?
Yeah, First Horizon Bank. I think it's a bank, right? Or is it a entertainment venue? Like something like that.
But they're paying for those name rights for a specific amount of term, I would assume. So that's a different motivation on the Greensboro side than what it sounds like happened in Winston-Salem. They wanted to take pride in Winston-Salem and name that after somebody local, where it's like Greensboro Coliseum name change. That's a money grab.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Money move, I should say. So that's just very telling of the two different things that's happening. They didn't name it so-and-so from Greensboro Coliseum. So I heard a couple of people from the area, man, they were very pissed off that it's not called Greensboro Coliseum no more. So
the green. So, I think it should be the Greensboro Coliseum. Now I'm gonna just say it.
Right.
I think as a city, they should hold on to that. But who am I?
Well, I think what happens with that is about who is ever giving the most monies to fund. Funding.
Absolutely. It's about money.
I think the same thing happened here in Winston-Salem with our baseball field.
Ernie Shore Field, right?
No.
Whoa. Talk to me.
The Ernie Shore Field was sold to Wake Forest University.
Okay.
And the new baseball field that we have, I feel that it should have been named Winston-Salem City Employees Baseball Field. Reason being is because during the time when this baseball field was being constructed, when ground was broken at that time, the partners, per se, there was a disagreement. So we have a big hole in the ground. So the city had to take this project over and build this ball field, because at this time, all you have is a hole in the ground, and it's a started project, and both of these partners have pulled out with their money and everything. So now the city has to take on this burden, and the city employees paid for it for 6 years. So now the field is called the BB&T ball field.
Yeah.
And, that's why I can understand where T is talking about money grab, because BB&T played a part in funding to help put this field together.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the small people like the city employees, we paid too over a 6-year period, no raises.
Okay, got you.
So money grab again. BB&T put in this portion, they get the name.
There's a different motivation from the city side.
Yes.
So I could speak on like what I seen happen in Brooklyn that I actually see happening out here. I'm in Greensboro. Stuff like that where a company will come in and change the stadium or the local park or things like that. So they start, now the corporations start coming in and then planting their names on a lot of the landmarks. You know what I'm saying? The rent starts going up, start getting outpriced, and things like that start changing around. So I'm seeing a lot of similarities that happen in Bed-Stuy and what's happening in East New York, where I'm originally from, where I grew up, where my mother and them still live. I mean, it's great for people that own the property.
Sure.
Because your house values are going up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Like, not even on no small level, on some substantial stuff like generational levels. So if you own a property in New York, or especially in Brooklyn and Bed-Stuy, especially, those brownstones are now like $1 million plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, easy.
Like when it was just hood, you could have got them for $50,000 to $70,000 20 years ago or whatever.
Yeah,
30 years. But I mean, but I see a lot of similarities, and this is why everybody's moving out here from up north, Cali and Texas, and Florida are like majority of the places of people moving here, specifically in the Triad area, and because it's affordable. You know what I mean? Even where it's like, all right, right now a 3-bedroom apartment going in Brooklyn, you starting at $3,000 to $4,000.
Oh yeah.
That's not even counting utilities.
Right.
So if your average person can't afford that, you know what I mean? So that you're gonna
not at all.
influx of people moving down here to Greensboro. And how I know that that's really, really happening is back in Brooklyn, East New York, there's a mall called the Gateway Mall that a developer called Related put together. They're expanding everything, but Related was the developer that made that mall. That developer just bought up a complex out here in Greensboro in Adams Farm.
Oh yeah. Familiar with that area. Yeah.
That's a problem in the area too, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
And if anybody who's in that area or drives by that area, they just leveled like a load of land for development out there, like a colossal amount of land for us, whatever big development they about to break out there. So that Adams Farm area is about to grow. Having been at city council meetings and things like that, Greensboro is going through a housing issue, you know what I mean? So now what you're going to have all these developers like coming down here. So, I mean, I'm just talking to somebody who winded up out here because of gentrification in Brooklyn. I could tell you from the warning signs that that's what's coming down to the Triad right now. I see it in Winston. I see it in Greensboro, especially High Point too. Like I see it.
Oh yeah.
Ways when you have all these big developers from up north coming down, not just the people, the developers.
Yeah.
You know, and all that needs to happen is some new companies bringing their headquarters out here, and it's a wrap, yo.
Yeah. Let me kind of bring kind of like a little soft blow to this conversation. As I was speaking before, I was talking about Winston-Salem and how they have implemented a policy. They put a policy in place, and Will probably can kind of elaborate a little bit more on this. I'll just make a bullet point of it and let Will just run with it because he works in city government and he kind of knows what's happening. I just know because I was there. I know a few people in government, but I don't know that much. But the little bit that I do know that our mayor, the mayor of Winston-Salem, he's an ex-businessman. But he also, Vivian Burke was on that for years, and she had a strong arm within that, and we all know that. You know what I'm saying? She was, I don't know much about her, but I do know she is for the people, though. I do know that. So I will say that a lot of those policies that were put in place was because of some of the aldermen that are in place, as well as Vivian Burke. I would say that boldly, and I don't even know. I'm not but the love that she has within that city. You know what I'm saying? So I can speak to that, of knowing that, as well as knowing the policy that was put in place to be inclusive of those that are impoverished situations where gentrification is going to be affected the most. They've put things in place to include them, like putting in new parks. They put a new water park down there. I think that was Reynolds Park, wasn't it, Will? They put a new park.
They did
down
Reynolds
there.
Park, and also they did down by Lakeside as well.
Right. So they included, what they did was they wrote within the policy that, hey, we're not going to just push these folks out. Let's figure out a plan where we can include them within this and make it work for them so they too can survive and thrive with what's happening with gentrification. So Will, I'll let you go ahead and take it from there, brother. I just wanted to kind of just give like a little intro to that, man, and then you can run with it, brother.
Okay. Well, that policy was in place at the time, but as people move away, things tend to change and things tend to go a certain way. One of the things that I've been saying over the years, and I'm a native of Winston-Salem. I was born and raised here, so our impoverished areas, man, are now on the spotlight to become part of downtown Winston-Salem now.
Yes, sir.
Lakeside is deemed to be an upscale area. They are currently tearing down Cleveland projects.
Yes, sir. I'm surprised it ain't gone yet. That ain't.
Well, that's slowly but surely. And I'll say this much. Where you begin at isn't where you should end at.
I agree.
And I just feel that is the project housing system is a tool for you to get on your feet. But the land gentrification that I'm seeing, it's not just in the projects either. You're looking at
not at all.
Patterson Avenue, these homes on Patterson Avenue. They're taking these big 3- and 4-story houses and refurbishing them and selling them. And you have a whole different genre of people moving into the area. You're seeing people in the area you thought you would have never seen before.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The city has changed. At one time, Chris, you remember when downtown Winston-Salem was a ghost town.
Yes, sir, it was. Yep.
Now it's thriving.
Very much.
You have multi-millionaires live downtown Winston-Salem.
Yes,
the RJR tobacco buildings are now $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 offs now.
Yes, sir. I saw that. I saw that the other day. I'm looking at what they're doing on 4th Street too, bro.
Oh man, yeah, it's
running
amazing.
Running up like I'm like, okay, I think that's 4th Street. The projects, the housing the housing projects that are right there on the right hand side. Off of Highland Avenue. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're
right
gone.
Off of Highland Avenue. Okay.
Yes. Gotcha. And one thing I will give them credit for this. Yeah. One thing, they have an extended invitation for city employees to live there at a reduced rate.
Oh, really?
To be able to be in close proximity to your job as well.
Okay.
I would give them credit for that.
Okay, so that's another policy they put in place then, huh?
Yes.
Okay, I think that's dope.
Yeah, and that's generous to me, you know what I mean? Compared to, say how New York City operated, they just want us the fuck out of there. They just kicking us out and just outpricing everybody and whatever. They're not giving no support.
Right.
So at least it sounds like what's happening in Winston is that they are keeping, keeping the people somewhat focused on, you know what I mean? But
and I will say, if you want growth, they are giving you an opportunity to grow.
Okay.
For those people who are content with the way things have been for the last 40 years, you're going to have more people added to your homeless camps. I mean, and that's the way it is.
Yeah,
wow.
you know, I'll speak to this. I was even at a point in my life, I was a benefactor of some of those policies. I won't go into like, you know, the whole spiel, but those policies are put in place and those things are put in place for you to thrive. But again, to your point, Will, if you don't use the tools that are there for you and you just a lazy ass and don't get off your ass and go figure out how this stuff works, then you're going to be trapped within the system.
Right.
But there are things that are in place for you to get off of food stamps, for you to purchase a home, to learn how to do a budget, to learn how to be a successful homeowner.
I will give Winston credit for this too.
I will.
Chris.
Yes.
You know, Winston has a policy, and I ain't gonna lie, I try to get in it myself, but I live outside the city limits. If you own a home in Winston-Salem,
yes, sir,
and it needs work, they have a grant that gives you money to upgrade your home.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
Sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's solar panels, upgrading your home, repairing your home, roofs, infrastructure. Right. They grant you money to do that.
That's right, man. That's right.
Also, they have programs for young women to buy their first home.
Yes.
To build it from the ground up.
Okay.
You know, just in new developments that they're building in the past, in the present, you're able to pay toward that, get your credit fixed, things of that nature, and then be able to buy your first home.
Oh, wow.
But it's all on you. It's about what you want to do.
I was going to say, you know, to your point, Will, you're absolutely right. I think Winston-Salem, surprisingly so, there are policies that are in place for those that may feel like there's not a way. But I know too many women that are single mothers that have purchased homes for being in that program. And again, I think it goes back to the mindset of the individual. The policies are there in place. Now, we don't like gentrification. Don't get me wrong. I just think it hurts. I really do. I think it really does hurt those that don't have access, if you would, that just don't know how. But I think, again, if they would write the policies in and then inform the people about the policies and they can go grab what they need, then they too can be successful. And I guess I'm going to switch gears because when I think about the Black Panther Party and how they were such an asset to the community because they got this information to the people. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't necessarily have to restart the Black Panther Party, but a few of us could just say, hey, like we're doing with this platform, hey, this information is there for you. You know, the policies are there. I remember Big Mike, Killer Mike. I say Big Mike. Killer Mike was kind of talking about the way that you can figure out how government works is starting in your home, starting in your hometown with figuring out, okay, you need to go to the hometown meetings. And I'm guilty. I got to do better about that. So you can vote on the policies because the policies will work for you. But hell, if you don't know what the policies are, how the hell can you engage politics? How can you engage, you know, like we're talking about this conversation right now. And I think that's been the holdup for us. We don't know now I must admit to what Dave Chappelle said. There ain't a black man that ain't an official paralegal when it comes to the penal system. Like we know that damn law. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's going to benefit us in coming home. So I think if we would do our due diligence in learning about policies, and guess what? I'm not preaching, but what I am saying is I too am guilty of not taking a full advantage of these policies. This is not a platform we acting like we got our shit together. No, we're doing this together. We're saying, we're saying, yo, we got to pay attention as a unit together, as a people, to recognize, like, yo, these policies is where it's at, bro. Let's figure out how we can.
But I think one of the things too, Chris, that we have to do is we have to research who you vote for, man.
Yeah.
And one of the issues that I have is that we don't vote locally.
Mm-hmm.
The people local are the people that affect your life daily.
City council members.
Yeah, your council members, your aldermen. Those people affect your life daily, whether you realize it or not. Because they make decisions in your ward, in your neighborhood, that affect you every day.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to do our due diligence, our research, and see who our council member is. What are they about? What policies are they enforcing? What are they not enforcing? Because without that, you know, everybody want to vote in November for the president. What about your local government?
Yeah. So important. We bypass that. We bypass that. Yeah. We'll go down the line and just hit Democrat. Well, hey,
that's dangerous.
It's dangerous. You know what policies that they're for and what they're against.
Right.
Because it's going to affect you in the long run.
Just like the children go to school.
Okay, so see, I was trying not to do this, T, but damn, T, it's going push us right into this next conversation.
Okay.
So hell, I'm gonna go ahead and switch gears.
All right.
Because this is good. I think we on a roll as a unit, so I'm gonna keep it popping. You know what I'm saying? And so let's talk about the lotto. Let's talk about the lotto. Hell, let's talk about the damn lotto.
So something that I learned, and I don't even know if it was the case out in New York, but out here, like a good majority of the lotto out here pays for the education. It's the education lotto out here.
Okay.
The same in New York. I haven't paid that much attention to it, but I did notice that this one out here pays the for the school system.
Yes.
So I just find that real interesting. So it's like, okay, the lotto pays for our schools out here, but the city or the state doesn't, in a way. Is that how that works?
Well, let me give you a little bit more insight on that. As I was doing my due diligence on that, I kind of knew it, but because my mom's a teacher, she kind of hit me to a few things. I ain't gonna put mom on Front Street though. But
right.
I already did though, didn't I?
Yeah.
Sorry, mama. I love you. But so I was looking at a list, and again, this list comes from 2017. Of course, they changed. So you have instructional support, which I think was around 30-something million. School construction was, I think, in 15, 20, I think it was. You have pre-kindergarten, you have college scholarships, and you have financial aid. Well, all in the millions. But you know, one of the things that I question,
what's that?
What about our damn teachers? If you're paying for all of this stuff as it pertains to the structure of schools, right? Like to implement this stuff within the school system, to have better schools, the schools construction, to the instructional part of it, pre-kindergarten, college scholarships, all that's great. But what about the people who are actually teaching the curriculum, right? They're at the forefront of all of this. Why don't we have a salary increase? Hell, we paying for it anyway. We playing the lotto.
Well, you got to think about this, Chris.
Come on.
The North Carolina lottery is raking in dough.
Oh, a lot of dough.
They're only giving 30% of those earnings to the school system as a whole.
Oh wow.
Well, why is it called? That's crazy.
Yeah, because it's called the NC
educational lottery.
Look, what did we talk about earlier?
Yeah, we did.
A corporation gives the percentage to an area or a project. Now their name becomes the marquee. The North Carolina Education Lottery is the way to get you to play the lottery. I'm giving to the school system, but it only gives 30%.
Yeah.
Wow. So what are the other 70% going?
So you tell me, because I don't see it, and I'm looking at the facts right now.
So
and this is something I want to know.
And this is what it says:
state and local taxes, a good portion of that, like 30-something%.
And this is what it says: about 30% of the lottery revenue goes to education. Even if the North Carolina Educational Lottery gave 100% of the revenue to schools, that will only cover 19% of the state's total budget for K-12 public schools.
These billion-dollar lottos?
Thank you. Thank you.
Exactly.
And these hundreds.
You see what it is, right?
Lotto is always hundreds of millions. And that's
always.
So you telling me that would cover the salary of some of those teachers this year?
My point exactly.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
This whole shit is a scam.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. Hell, because you only got, what's the percentage of you winning the lottery, man? Like, what's that percentage?
It's like 1 to a million.
Yeah.
100 billion, 1 to a billion.
Yeah. Like, bro, you might not even win.
No,
right.
So what it is they found a way, and me and T kind of talked about it yesterday. Hell, they found a way for us to pay for this, man.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but I boiled down to, because when T brought it up, he was like, man, they found a way for us to pay for that shit.
Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah.
Because look, how many of us have played, you know, think about every time the lottery went up to like $1 billion, bro. Hell, right. I ain't gonna lie, I was on that train too. I was like, oh man, get out there.
I don't even play.
I don't even gamble. So
Me neither.
I was like, well, let me put $20 on it.
Yeah, there you go. There you
go. So I mean, you know, it's crazy, but true.
State-wise, they have to be making like billions of dollars a year.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
In the lotto for the North Carolina education system. So I'm just like, okay, well, like, where's that? I mean, I guess I'm just estimating how many billions it takes to run the education system in the state. Damn, bro. Billions. And then y'all
let me tell you something.
Teachers that are blood and sweat of this whole
in city government for around 22 years. I work every day off a budget. I know what budget looks like. I know how they divide budget. You ain't gonna tell me that ain't enough money to supply the school system.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
If you're only giving 30%, what's that, around $21 million?
Roughly, yep.
How much is a billion?
Well,
100 million? Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, do the math.
No, you're right. You know, Will, when I look back on being a restaurant manager, to your point, you know, when you're reading that profits and loss sheet, when you're reading it and you go all the way down to the bottom, bro, you looking at it and you're like, damn, this store playing for the family boat? What?
Yeah.
Paying for, wait a minute. Okay, so this restaurant is paying for the one down the street.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at it, it's like, damn, this is an old ass car. You know what I'm saying? That's how you look at it. Like, damn, they need this, and they barely making. You know, when I look at it, you know, like you're looking like, damn, okay. So they need a whole new ventilation system.
Right.
But it's okay. It's okay right now because it's actually profitable.
Yeah.
So they're gonna operate that thing until the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
So how long they gonna operate the lottery? How long the lottery gonna be in place?
As long as we live.
Yeah. You're right, bro. That's crazy.
And the school system is gonna continue to get its 30%.
Your great grandchildren gonna play the lotto.
Yeah.
Man, what? It took, hell, it took North Carolina forever just to get it.
Oh wow.
It is.
Carolina didn't have a lotto?
No, Virginia did, but we didn't.
See, but you know what, Chris? With that comes, they had to find a way to tax that thing.
I know it.
They had to find a way to make it marketable to us.
And bro, let me tell you something else.
Boy, they put Forsyth County schools on that thing, and we was like, yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, especially if your mama was a teacher.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I was bought in. I was like, oh, my mama a teacher. Okay, cool. That's gonna be. That's gonna.
Hey, well, you know, at the time, my ex-wife was a teacher.
Right.
I'm like, let's do it. Yeah, let's go.
Right.
And now that money come off of him.
Yeah. So you know what? Then T, to your point, T, it takes this the Bible Belt, bro. It's a church on every block in North Carolina, bro. So this is the Bible Belt. So, you know, when I think about that, I'm even looking at even with the marijuana laws, right? Like North Carolina once again is last in line. I mean, Virginia again, you know, the law is passed in Virginia. Now they do have, I think it's a Indian reservation. I think it is, y'all. That's down there. I think is it Pineville or Pine Valley down that way, y'all? Will, are you familiar with it? They have passed the law where they have their first dispensary that has opened.
It's in Virginia. I do know it's in Virginia.
And Denver.
I thought it was one. No, Will, it's one in North Carolina, bro. But it's on an Indian reservation.
A dispensary?
Yes, but you know, a reservation, an Indian reservation has different laws, bro.
Yeah, that's why they put the casinos on it.
Correct.
It's in Cherokee.
There is a dispensary. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's in Cherokee, North Carolina.
So here's what I say is, so if you go there, right? So if you go to Cherokee, if you're a weed smoker, if you're a marijuana connoisseur, and you go to Cherokee, and you go purchase you an ounce of weed and you bring it back and you get caught, are you in trouble? Hell yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
That's trafficking.
Hell yeah, all day long. And I know you know, Will.
Yeah, you want to have somebody, yeah, that's trafficking. Yeah, I'm big.
Yeah.
Smoke that in the teepees there and come back home.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, a peace pipe, baby. Let's get the peace pipe going.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
So yeah, so listen, you know, this conversation, man, we could go so many different ways with this conversation, as you can see. And you know, we love the way humanity is evolving. Don't get me wrong, but we also see how these policies and things that are put in place can directly affect those that are impoverished areas in so many ways. But even though humanity, we see it do this right here, we find a way to be triumphant through all of that. And I think the biggest thing, the biggest message through all of this is, you know, be vigilant, know your policies, know what's happening. And salute to 52 or 53 years of hip hop.
Yeah.
51.
Yes, sir. 51.
Salute hip hop.
Yes, sir. So salute hip hop. Listen, I hope you guys have heard something, you know, on this platform. Again, I share this same mantra on my platform, you know, that can help you, you know, navigate this thing through life, man. I think the goal is for us, these conversations are necessary. We got to stay focused, stay vigilant, know the policies, and pay attention and love your elder statesmen within the hip hop community. Because we got something to say too, as Andre 3000 said. We got something to say too.
Yes, sir.
So listen, can everybody just go around and tell how can they follow us, man? And we're gonna close this thing out, bro.
All right.
Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, go ahead, Will.
Google me at Fire Will, FIYA space WILL. That will take you to all of my music platforms and also to my podcast. What's on your mind? Let's talk.
All right. Yeah, if you want to hit me up, man, hit me on Instagram, Theron, THERON_T Smith, TEESMIF. And please, y'all, follow the Gate City Spark, follow Gate City VoiceBox.
Yes.
We need your follows, we need your likes, we need your comments. Help us get this conversation rolling. This is a community-based podcast. So, you know, what we're doing here is building up to create an ecosystem to give back to the community of the Piedmont Triad. So the more you guys help us out, the more we can help y'all out, small businesses, local nonprofits, etc. So if you want to hit us up on the DMs and let's talk.
All right. I love it.
Let's talk.
Yes, sir. I love it. Listen, follow that ticker down there on the bottom, that crawler as they would.
All right.
Check it out on the bottom and you can figure out how you can follow us. Listen, of course, you can follow me at the Black Ross Network. Check us out there, the Ross Cloud Podcast, and soon to be the Gate City VoiceBox. I am working on that, so you guys stay tuned. But you also can check it out on Facebook at Gate City Spark, as well as 1012 Media. And what else? How else can they see this? Oh, it's right there in the ticker, isn't it? It's right there down at the bottom of that ticker.
Yeah.
All right, you can check us out there. And listen, keep it locked. Stay tuned. There's gonna be more from the Gate City VoiceBox. I'm Chris Ross T. Smith. Peace.
Yo.
Wait, hold on.
Yo.
Welcome to the VoiceBox. Gate City, let's get loud. Drill beats, keep on knocking. 808, we power. From the streets to your ears, yo. We bringing all the heat. Gate City in the house now. Feel that Afro beat. Voices rising up now. The door through the town. Gate City, we the sound now. Ain't nobody keep us down. Convos, raw and real talk. No filter, that's our game. With 808s, we drill it. VoiceBox, bring the flame. Kick back, enjoy the ride, y'all. We taking you on tour. Gate City, where we start now. But our reach, there's so much more. Well, soon in, turn it up, hey. Feel the rhythm vibe. VoiceBox is the heart now. Gate City, come alive. Welcome to the VoiceBox. Gate City, let's get loud. Drill beats, keep on knocking. 808s, we proud. Welcome to the VoiceBox. Gate City, let's get loud. Drill beats, keep on knocking. 808s, we proud. From the streets to your ears, yo. We bringing all the heat. Gate City in the house now. Feel that Afro beat. Voices rising up now. The door through the town. Gate City, we the sound now. Ain't nobody keep us down. Convos, raw and real talk. No filter, that's our game. With 808s, we drill it. VoiceBox, bring the flame. Kick back, enjoy the ride, y'all. We taking you on tour. Gate City, where we start now. But our reach, there's so much more. Well, soon in, turn it up, hey. Feel the rhythm vibe. VoiceBox is the heart now. Gate City, come alive. Welcome to the VoiceBox. Gate City, let's get loud. Drill beats, keep on knocking. 808s, we proud. Welcome to the VoiceBox. Gate City, let's get loud. Drill beats, keep on knocking. 808s, we proud.